Hello, this is ScryMind bringing you another Warcraft 3 audio commentary. Now this is going to be a pretty interesting game here. It's going to be an elf versus undead game. And I will be the elf player here, red and purple. My opponent is going to be undead, spawn at the bottom left spawn position. The map is Secret Valley. And yeah, it looks like he's going to be doing a ghoul opening. I will be going for a tavern build with archers, but not ancient war creeping. So it's pretty common to do ancient war creeping on this map, but again, I'm not going to do that. I'm just going to go for a sort of a normal build and tavern build, and with archers here. And the hero I'm going to be going for, and we'll notice that he is going for a dreadlord opening with ghouls, but he is getting a graveyard. So I don't exactly know that he's not going fiends right now, but I'm gonna go for a panda, and the main goal of this strategy is to level the panda to 3 quickly. Mostly because he's not really a harass hero. He's okay at harassing, I guess, if they're going ghouls and things, but securing kills that way is pretty difficult. Usually best just to try to get level 3, and that's gonna be really strong against undead. The panda leveled up is really gonna be strong against undead pretty much until tier 3, because things like ghouls, fiends, gargoyles, you know, any kind of casters, honestly, unless they go for adept banshees for anti-magic shield, they're gonna fall pretty quickly to the breath of fire drunken haze combination. So if they don't have heal scrolls, gonna be pretty bad to try to fight that later. But yeah, it's just a really strong hero versus undead. Pretty much ghouls to gargs, or straight fiends are kind of the standard against elf. In most races, those are kind of the staple units. So Panda is going to pretty much be great, at most points of this game, until they maybe get destroyers or A-bombs or frostworms, because those units can withstand a couple of breath of fires without having to just die instantly. So notice we're both just creeping. He actually went for vampiric orb first, so I didn't per se need to run from him there, but I don't know if I was paying attention. I didn't want to get sleep surrounded. I didn't exactly know how many ghouls he was bringing at me, so but I'm going to creep a little bit faster than him, utilizing drunken haze, and then utilize this fountain to heal after. And so I'm going to try to throw this expansion up with a theory that if he tries to harass me with just tier 1 ghouls, without Ghoul Frenzy, which again is going to be a long time before he could get that, is going to be pretty hard for him to actually harass me, especially now at level 3. Even though he's got ghouls against archers, that level 3 panda is going to be just brutal against ghouls. And ghouls, are kind of I honestly think they're one of the more underpowered tier 1 units. Even though they can beat archers, again, archers are kind of the ideal matchup. Pretty much everything else, grunts, footmen, fiends even, are pretty much better in nearly every situation. You really have to outmass, even fiends, really have to outmass them and get sort of surrounds to make that a worthwhile heads up unit to face him with. So notice he's creeping his expansion, but he's not expanding himself. And I'm getting some pretty good items here. I think I bought one of these circlets, maybe even yeah, I'm pretty sure at least I bought one of them, maybe, but I don't know. Anyway, I've got 2 circlets, a mantle of intelligence, and now a robe of the magi, in addition to this talisman of evasion. So this panda is not only is he going to be has tons of mana for his spells, he's going to be putting out a ton of damage. He's going to be really hard to kill with +4 strength and evasion. He is going to be a great tank. He's got over 1,000 hit points now total. And yeah, so I'm gonna buy an invisibility potion. Daytime, it just came out, and also I got this potion of greater invulnerability, or the slightly longer one, from creeping. And so I'm going to go scout his expansion, and I'm thinking about going to harass his acolytes, but I stumble upon his army about to creep with just a few ghouls here. So I'm gonna pull back, and he actually has a ton of towers there, so that would have been really a bad target. to go into. But instead, I'm gonna really put some damage on these ghouls. He's gonna sleep me and get away without losing all of them, and some of the creeps. I got some of those kills, so. But you know, that's gonna be just a little bit even more damage there. So I really getting level 5 is my next real goal. You know, I don't really want to try to push that base right now. Notice he's getting necromancers, which can be decent against elf. You know, whereas I might not specifically have to counter them. You know, level 3 breath of fire, if I can get it, is a pretty great counter to pretty much everything. But you know, these low hit point necromancers. You know, pretty good. So I'm going to come in here, though, and get his acolytes this time. Once you get level 3 plus 4, you can really start kind of like any other kind of heroes, maybe a Blade Master or a level 4 Warden. You know, you can come in here and really start hurting their economy. Notice he's in the middle of his tier 3 tech. And he's not running these acolytes, which might have been a bad choice here, but anyway, I've killed all of them and haven't lost anything, so that's huge. That's his whole gold income in the middle of his tech. So if he continues to tech, that's going to take a long time for him to get back online, and so that's really bad. He could have actually slept me to counter that staff, but again, I was probably going to cast a couple more at the fires and then just TP. So you know, it wasn't, you know, he wasn't going to get that hero kill on me anyway, but it would have cost me a TP if he just got sleep there. So sort of poor play on his part. And now I'm just massing up. You know, I could be doing stuff with his army if I really wanted to, and I might actually go creep this. I believe I'm going to go creep this this fountain. Meanwhile, my roving Sinjo Honeybrew, level 4 Panda, almost level 5. Is now he's going for my expansion. I don't think he scouted it until just now. Yeah, pretty sure of that. But so he's going to attack it with a fairly substantial army. He's got a 42 food army here, and a level 3 Dreadlord and a level 1 Death Knight. So you know, he's got a pretty decent sized army here. But my Panda is nearing level 5. And he's actually going to take this down here, sadly, for me. And I'm waiting to see if I get level 5 from this creep camp, which I am going to get. So I'm leveled to 5. Now I can really punish him. Notice I'm going right for the necromancers first. And I notice one breath of fire haze combination pretty much. We got them in red hit points. I use an invulnerability potion. And notice he's already down to 34 food. And he's done almost no damage to my Panda. So and now, you know, what is he gonna get, a Ghouls round on my level 5 Uber Panda here? So, and one more breath of fire drunken haze combination, and his army is down to 22 food. His Death Knight's almost dead, and he just immediately leaves. So that sort of illustrates some of the frustration with Undead against a leveled Panda. Again, I know all too well, as Undead's kind of been my main race for a lot of Frozen Throne. I know how bad a Panda can just really wreck armies in certain level 5 in certain situations. Not just Undead, but you know, specifically Undead, since they don't have a tier 2 unit that's magic immune. So one Panda just level 5 with those items, really good. I just took his whole army out with my hero alone, with about 5 or 6 spells. So yeah, that's something you can sort of. That was a pretty quick replay there, and something you can try to do if you're against Undead. Really try to take advantage of a leveled Panda, and do the invisibility harass on their workers, or you know, even on their army. And if they go necromancers, you know, it's just another really good target for the breath of fire. So as you saw, level 5 is just insane on a Panda, sort of similar to you know, maybe a Warden or any sort of other hero, maybe a Mountain King. You can really put a lot of damage out, and he's a pretty tanky hero. So really strong at level 5. So that's one strategy to enjoy, and really just to really give undead players fits if they let you get to level 5 as easily, and the item drops sort of go your way. Those are really great items for a panda that I got, and with that expansion, yeah, really put him in a bad spot. Even if he would have tried to push it with ghouls, that would have been tough. So hopefully you had a little bit of fun there, and really more of a not a really super competitive game, really just to show how ridiculous a level 5 panda can be against undead, no matter ghouls and necromancers and everything else. So this is Scrymine signing out.